it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 37 of BNHA, second generation, and this one is titled More Training and Then Just Stopping By. If he's in trouble, I'm going to smack him, Soshi remarked. If he's in trouble, then I'm sure Condor is going to sort him out, Chi replied with a smirk. No, but I'm sure he's okay. Condor is so kind and hot. He wouldn't be telling Chi off. Keep your head up, Hiyoko snapped professionally at Chi. If you look down, you lose sight of your opponent, and then you're open. Never take your eyes off them. Chi's clothes were drenched in sweat, his sides heaving as he held his fists up again and glared at the winged hero, who was barely even breaking a sweat. How much friggin' stamina does this guy have? Chi thought, bouncing up on his toes again and rolling his shoulders a little to make sure they were loose enough. Hiyoko shot forwards and placed a firm but not damaging punch to Chi's ribs, and the student buckled and tried to return the punch, but Hiyoko was already behind him and had shoved him between the shoulder blades to throw him off. Bakugou, Hiyoko said sharply. Just because I've told you not to use your quirk for this round doesn't mean you're defenseless. Fight back! You're more than your quirk. Chi spun and quickly ran back to striking range of Hiyoko and threw a few very controlled punches, keeping his eyes on the hero the whole time to make sure he didn't miss anything. Hiyoko allowed Chi to do his combo, only blocking the punches and not retaliating as he watched Chi's form. Good, he commented, nodding once Chi had made him step back enough times. Poor Chi was nearly spent, but he still didn't let his gaze drop. Okay, you've done well. You can use your quirk now, Hiyoko said. Sweat ran in rivulets down Chisuki's face, and Hiyoko had a quick moment of regret at allowing Chi to use his quirk again. That's going to be a massive explosion, he thought with an internal grimace as he cautiously stepped back. Chi threw himself at Hiyoko, activating his quirk so that he became a human fireball and tucked his body over at the last minute so that he could use himself as a bowling ball to knock Hiyoko down. His move would have worked to some degree if Hiyoko didn't have wings, but unfortunately he did, and he used them to get into the air and away from the student fireball. The minute Chi rolled onto the concrete roof and had not hit any legs, he knew Hiyoko had taken to the skies and prepared for his body to be picked up. No sooner had he thought it, his body was airlifted, and he reached around behind himself and grabbed for Hiyoko's legs, clinging on for dear life as he was hoisted high above the city. I've got him in a stalemate, Chi thought. If I activate my quirk again now, he'll get singed. But if I don't activate and hold on to him, then I'll keep him in the skies, and he can't do anything to me. You do realise that if I kicked you now, you'd fall to your death, Hiyoko said. Yeah, Chi replied. But if this were a real-life situation, then my accomplices below would be doing whatever they needed to do while I was up here keeping you occupied. I don't care if I die, as long as it saves someone else. It's the true mark of a hero, Hiyoko thought, high-key surprised that such a mature response would come from young Chi. Hiyoko remained suspended in mid-air, his wings flicking out every now and again to keep himself airborne. He let Chi hang in the air a little more before slowly descending to the roof again. Well done, Hiyoko congratulated the student. In just 2 sessions you've come a long way. You've always had it in you. You just needed to tap that potential. Chi stepped back and looked at Hiyoko. Guess I do owe you a thank you for the training, he mumbled, pushing his hands in his pockets and looking to the side. If you ever want more training, come to me, Hiyoko said with a gentle smile. Better yet, when you've graduated school, let me know, because I'd like for you to work at my agency as a pro hero. Chi's eyes lit up, and a big proud smile graced his face. He wanted to ask if Hiyoko really meant it, but then he thought playing it cool would be a much better idea. Cool, yeah. That'd be cool. Hiyoko smirked and nodded. I don't want to keep you too late, Bakugou. You've got a big day tomorrow, so go home and rest. Well done again today. Thank you, Chi said, before turning and making his way off the roof and down the stairs to get his bag and run home. The minute the students had left, Hiyoko shot off the roof, making the straightest line that he could to Kana's house, and dropped down onto the balcony once he'd gotten there. Pulling his phone out, he texted his boyfriend. Hey, I'm outside, he sent to Kana. There was a pause, then Kana sent back. Where? I'm at the front door, and you're not here. Balcony, Hiyoko sent with the crying, laughing emoji. Why? Kana replied, just before pulling the curtains back from the window and his face appearing at the glass door. As the sliding door was pulled open, Hiyoko floated his feather in and settled it on Kana's shoulder. If I'd come in the normal way, people might have seen me and caused a scene, he said. And you have wings, so it makes sense that you would fly to my window, Kana signed. The handsome, sensing hero stepped back to let Hiyoko in, and then walked to his kitchen. Stay for dinner, he signed. You need to eat well. Hiyoko walked over to the island bench and rested his arms down on it before sliding his backside onto one of the high-top bar chairs there. I can think of something else I wouldn't mind eating out, Hiyoko said deviously. Kana's head whipped towards his boyfriend, and he blushed before going back to pulling things out to make dinner. You flirt, Kana signed with a flustered look on his face. You catch me off guard. Stealth flirting, Hiyoko said with a chuckle, making Kana smile. The sensing hero quickly started pulling out vegetables and meats to make some kind of soup, and Hiyoko got up and helped where he could, as he chatted about the things that they would be doing over the next day. I have a feeling the next chapter might need to be censored, but don't worry, I'll put the link in the description. Wink wink. I'll see you in the next chapter. Bye.